Hello again. We're back. Another episode. Cool. Number 16 of Statboy Rants. And this is going to be the fallout of Vengeance, or the results of it from Vengeance, and what happened on Raw. So let's just get straight into it. On Vengeance, the first match of the night was the tag team title match. Air Boom against Swagger and Dolph for the tag team titles. I picked Air Boom to retain, and of course they did. But there's not really much fallout out of that because Air Boom wasn't on Raw tonight. So can't really say much about that, you know. Congrats, Air Boom. You kept the belts like you were supposed to. And Dolph came out and had his match tonight. So against Santino, but that's a bit of a step down. Zack and Dolph then went into the U.S. title like I predicted they would. They would go immediately into the U.S. title match. Dolph retained with a super kick, no less. And unfortunately, Zack didn't win. So I don't know if that story is now dead. If Zack is gonna maybe come back a little bit later and try again for the U.S. title, or is he going to just stay on SmackDown and just be the SmackDown GM assistant? On Raw tonight, he was supposed to team up with Cena against Awesome Truth, but of course Awesome Truth decided to pound on him, and he didn't get his Raw main event, which is kind of like a downward thing. You know, he's been rising up, and he beat Dolph 2 or 3 times, and then his big match he loses, and then he's getting beat up in the back. So maybe it's a downward spiral. Let's hope not, because I really do want to see Zack Ryder go somewhere. As much as I supposedly pick on him on my show, I don't. I really want to see big things happen for him. Beth retained against Eve. Good for her. It was a one-on-one match because John Laurinaitis said that it had to be a one-on-one match because of an altercation that actually broke on Twitter. There was a bit of a schmoz or whatever, and Kelly and Natalya were banned from ringside. Tonight on Raw, Natalya actually went up against Alicia. First as that happened, it's like, alright, cool. Finally we're going to see a different diva come in. Beth was doing commentary in a very nice red dress, and Alicia actually won, which was a bit of a shocker. Beth got up, took her heels off, ran into the ring. Alicia backpedaled, and Eve and Kelly were seen in the back on watching a big screen TV. Is that going to go anywhere with Alicia? Probably not. The Bellas were also shown in the back, but why they haven't wrestled for 2 weeks straight, I don't know. Eye candy, I guess, unless they just don't have anything. So maybe this is a bit of a change in the direction of the divas. Christian and Sheamus had their match. Christian lost to Sheamus. And tonight, Sheamus and Randy teamed up with Christian and Cody. Who won that match, Renegade? I don't remember. Help me out.
Sheamus pinned Cody.
Okay. The Brogue Kick, from what I saw, it almost looked like he totally missed, but then Sheamus came back and hit the Celtic Cross, which was good. Usually he's been winning with the Brogue Kick lately, but I like the Celtic Cross because it reminds me it's the Razor's Edge, folks. It's an homage, basically there. Now, big news: Punk and Trips against Awesome Truth. Basically, Awesome Truth won that match also, and then Triple H started tonight's Raw, saying that Kevin Nash is my friend. He called that Sean Waltman was his friend, and Shawn Michaels was his friend, but no mention of Scott Hall. That was a little bit. It's like, you know, there's all your friends, because he gave up the click sign. Click, Wolfpack, devil horns, long horns, all that good stuff. And he basically said, Kevin, you broke my heart. Almost looked like he was about to cry. Out comes Laurinaitis. I'm not going to go into the voice tonight because I'm just really beaten. I have to go to work tomorrow. It's also good that Triple H reestablished that even though he's not in charge of Raw, that he's still in the COO. A lot of question. Even I questioned that when Vince came out, so I'm good at that. He says, you go in the back, you get Nash, you give him a contract so I can legitimately kick his ass. Triple H goes up to the ramp. Here comes Nash with a sledgehammer, gets him in the back, trips us down. We go to commercial. Triple H says he's okay. He collapses. We go to another commercial, kind of almost like TNA. We load him in the back. Here comes Nash again. Which the ambulance scene I don't think we haven't seen since I want to say Brett and Austin a few years back. I'll look that one up. And sledgehammer to the head. So now Triple H is probably going to be out storyline wise. Maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, maybe even 3, I don't know. Where this is going, I'm really stumped at it because I don't get the news and the reports till the next day, so I don't even know where I want it to go. I mean, will Laurinaitis probably come out the next week and say, Kevin Nash, you can't do that, or whatever, and here's your contract, I even stated that if this was, this story could have been done better, because you hit somebody in the back, you put them on a stretcher, you got to put a neck brace on them. Triple H did not have a neck brace on. And of course, if there was a police presence, I'm sorry, hitting someone with a sledgehammer is assault with a deadly weapon. So, but it's all storyline, folks. You know how the WWE is. Back to Vengeance. Randy beat Cody, which I honestly don't think that should have happened, because it would have been nice to see Cody get a bit of a push. And again, the tag team match, the tag team match happened tonight, so who knows where that storyline is going. Wow. Stuff happens in Casa D18. Big news from Vengeance with Mark Henry and Big Show. We revisited Brock and Big Show with the superplex that causes the ring to collapse. And we were at the lanes, at Del Rio Lanes, and of course, nice big, oh my god, and the crowd's going wild and whatever. And my big problem with this is Michael Cole is claiming that stuff like this has never happened in WWE. Bullshit. I even tweeted, I put, at Michael Cole, you need a history lesson. Now, unless Michael Cole and King were not doing SmackDown commentary, something in my head is telling me that it was really JR and Paulie back then. I'll have to look that up. If Michael Cole hadn't seen it, then he has a bit of a very small defense. He's never seen it. But we, as the WWE Universe and the WWE fans, we have seen a ring collapse, break, fall apart, top rope smash, falls to pieces, people go through it, rings that we've seen stuff happen to the ring. So it's no big shock. If you've never seen a ring collapse before, it's a pretty interesting sight. I've never seen it. I've seen it happen once at an indie show, when there was the greatest battle royal in history. And of course, they both got cart. They wanted to cart both of them out, Big Show and Henry. They carted Big Show out, but Mark, being the tough, strong man that he is, he decided to walk out on his own. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. It's almost bedtime for Stat Boy. I've had 4 days off. And the main event of Cena Alberto, I touched briefly on it in episode 15 that Alberto won in a collapsed ring, and now he says he's done with Cena. Tonight that brought out Punk, and I was never happier. Punk is pushing for the title, which is what he should be doing, but of course Laurinaitis has to come out and ruin everything. It's like, I want you to respect me and you'll get a title shot, And of course, Punk being the mic skill, I think now that I saw Raw, I think I want to switch Miz and Punk in mic skills, because I was just waiting for Punk to say stuff, and of course he did, and he brought up the skateboard joke. Apparently I need to do my homework on John Laurinaitis and look up the skateboard stuff. So, regardless of how the storyline is going to play out, look for Punk to get his title shot at Survivor Series. And hopefully he'll win. Also, with tonight, with Awesome Truth, they're supposed to go up with Cena and Ryder. Of course, Ryder got taken out by them. And Cena has his match, ends in a DQ. Laurinaitis comes out and says you can pick anybody you want. Now, there were also some promos tonight announcing that The Rock will make his return at Survivor Series. So, as soon as he said, wait a minute, I can pick anybody, honestly, I would have wanted to pick, it may sound stupid, but he should have picked Laurinaitis, because it would be a great way to humiliate him and all that stuff. And it would be a great loophole, because there are lots of loopholes going around. So, John Laurinaitis would have gotten caught in his own thing and said, well, John said, you can pick anybody. John Cena, I can pick anybody? Well, then I pick you, you Johnny asshole, and all that. And that would probably force Miz and Truth to beat up on the boss. But the crowd figured it out, and of course they start chanting Rocky, and of course Cena says, I want The Rock to be my partner. Now, the marketing people may have goofed a bit on this one, because they were promoting that The Rock is going to make his return. So the smart wrestling fans are going to put 2 and 2 together, and now Cena is going to team with The Rock. I'm thinking that next week, with the Halloween, they also promoted the Halloween episode, which is going to feature the Muppets. Yes, the Muppets will be on the on Monday Night Raw, and of course, I'll let you guys see the commercial before I spoil it for you, but I think, yeah, well, why not? Here's your little spoiler, okay? There you go. Look at that. That's your little spoiler in the commercial right there, okay? That's all you need to know right there. So, but watch the commercial, okay? It's kind of corny. They're building up. It's Halloween, it's Halloween, it's Halloween. And the Muppets show up. So, I think Rock is coming back on the 3 hours special that's coming up. So that is next week, or is that 2 weeks? That's probably in a couple weeks or so. So, and it's about damn time The Rock decided to come back, because quick prediction for Survivor Series. I don't think they'll get along, and they may start to push to WrestleMania early. So, there's my fallout from Raw and my results from Vengeance. We've got 4 weeks until Survivor Series. There hasn't really been any build-up for the traditional matches is yet. Huh? What do you say? Nothing? Oh, I thought you said something. Okay, good. Which is kind of getting me worried. It's like there better be like one or two Survivor Series matches, or maybe they'll probably even do Raw versus SmackDown. They gotta stop the Super shows, that's for sure. And that is pretty much it for the show. Again, I'll throw out the plugs after the bell. Dad's on Wrestling, Renegade of Wrestling, and of course me, Statboy Rants. And also, I hear there's a Twitter poll as to what epic show you want me and my brothers to do. Do you want the top 100 greatest artists of all time? Or do you want the top, how many? Was it 40? The top 100 hits of the 90s. So, all-time artists or 90s. We'll make this a legitimate poll. Answer me on Facebook, answer me on YouTube, and answer me on Twitter. And whichever one has more votes, that's the one we'll do. Alright, so I'm leaving this one up in your hands. Either way, it'll be probably another 9-part episode, so get prepared for that. I wouldn't mind if we have different combinations of people. Like it could be me, Renegade Bruce, me, Renegade Jeff, me, Jeff, Renegade. You know, maybe we can get some Skype people in. If you guys have Skype, you know, you can add me on Skype. And I wouldn't mind also if I can find someone to play a guitar and maybe in the back cover the artist, which is okay. You can do that on YouTube. You can cover a song on YouTube and they won't take down the video. You can't really copyright the song. I mean, like, I can't put up a Katy Perry video or a Miley Cyrus or a Metallica or Nirvana or Judas Priest or anybody. I can't just put the video up without like altering it a little bit to the original. So, you know, maybe we'll go with that one. So that's what's coming up. As far as episode 16, we're done, and Statboy is out. Good night.